Hello, welcome to the Creator Metaphysical Store. My name is Edgar. Welcome to our channel. Today we will be talking about trees and how you can use them. Hello, Miriam. And how you can use them in your craft. Now, there are two different types of trees we have here. As you can see, we have the bamboo tree. But then if you look closely, we also have a tree pyrite. The reason why I'm bringing up these two different trees is because they're one is made from the energy of the sun, so it can, which depends on sunlight, and then there are these kind which are charged by the sun, but it's not required to have them charged. So there are two different ways you can use these two different trees. I tend to use them as an antenna. What I mean by that is that if you think about how we raise our arms up, our legs are on the ground, and we just raise our arms up, we act as an antenna. Our arms and everything that we are, like the hairs could be the leaves to the arms and legs being the trunk and the roots, the toes. So we are very much alike. When we talk about crystals, we have a lot of healing properties with them. Just as they can absorb energy, they can emit energy. And the same goes for... Yes, this is the money tree that I'll be using for the ritual. Yes. Very much. Hi, Lisa Thompson. It's nice to see you again. So there are two different ways to do this. You can use it as an antenna, and the other way is you can have it absorb an energy. So you can have it absorb or emit that energy that you're asking about. I tend to use trees to emit a frequency in my home. The best ones I find that are really good for general uses. They have them, what they're called are Shiva Stones. Yeah, let me take this one out so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And, oops, sorry. And if you look closely, this has a bunch of wires attached to the pyrite, which the wire can conduct the energy you're emitting. It's very important to consider what kind of tree you want it made out of. For example, pyrite's good for money, and it's also good for any fire or sun spell as well, at least in my opinion. And you can use this as part of your money tree. Now, I use a mixture, if you can see carefully, is there's herbs, spices. I'm going to try to lower this down so you guys could see. There's like John the Conqueror root, to pieces of coral, to crystals, and there so on and so forth. But this is the money tree that I was talking about, you guys. So what I like to do is every day I send a little Reiki to the tree. And this is what I like to do prior. So I'm going to send some Reiki into the tree. If you want to join in the Reiki energy process or just send some healing energy to the tree, that'd be perfect. Okay. Now, for those of you who aren't energetically sensitive, the best way I can describe the human body is both an emitter and absorber. We're able to take in energy and transmute it. We're capable of doing a lot of things, and everything that is in our surroundings reflects us. So always keep that in mind, that everything that we bring in our homes to the things in our environment, they all reflect a piece of ourselves and what we're capable of doing. Um, just trying to think of how best to explain it. But I tend to use these for emission of energy to bring as an antenna to, hey, I want this energy in my house, in my reality, or I have them absorb certain energies to bring it and absorb it and firmly ground it into my reality, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense, everyone? Just please respond yes, no, if I'm kind of lost, you guys. If you want me to explain a bit more, that'd be okay. Just let me know if I'm making any sense to you guys. And we will be doing a money spell ritual with these as well. So do not worry. We will be doing that at the very end. I just wanted to talk a little bit about different trees and stuff and how I feel like certain woods or plants give off a certain effect. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then there is a 13, 14, 15, and 16. There we go. But does that make sense for everyone? I'm gonna type in everything I have said since. I would like to also add I have been having Wi-Fi issues, so if it cuts out, I do apologize. And if you want a tarot reading at the very end as well, I can do that. But I wanted to focus on a lesson on how to utilize trees. We will be doing a later another video specifically talking about these and certain gemstones and what you can use to bring out certain effects. We'll be doing a later video, and then we'll also be doing another video that's just specifically tailored for plants and what you can use them to do and have them utilize them for. I also want to make a fair point that everything is just an extension of you, and everything can be used for the same purpose. So if you don't have pyrite, you could use this to a plain old rock. It still would work the same way. What you're really doing is with all these physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, or soul tools, whether it be through meditation, to emotions, to physical material items, they're merely serving as an extension and allowing you to extend your power and have more of a manipulation to the energies around you. You have this capability of doing this with or without using anything on the physical to as your external tool. So with that being said, you don't have to have a tree. You don't have to have these crystals to these herbs and spices. They're just extensions. And in reality, in my mind, in my heart, in my being, it's like I understand that these are just extensions. They're merely aiding and energetically extending it into the reality that I want to create. So Extensions, yes, very much so. They are useful because what they allow you to do is extend your energy field further. They allow you to manipulate like things outside of your individual energy and allow you to manipulate things that you want to bring in. For example, if I'm going to use me an example. So, for example, this is my energy field. And say, for example, this represents a problem or issue in my life. And I use this extension to basically either rewrite or transform or transmute or transfigure or transcend that energy into what I want it to be. And it'll be, oh, now it's positive. So, yes, extensions do help, but they're not the source of your power. One magic, I'm trying to see that. One magic gets more advanced over time. Yes, very true. Yes. So, if you guys would like a tarot reading at the end, please feel free to stick around. But today we're going to be doing a money spell for all the people who are needing money. And this is not just for us, but also for those who are not watching the live. It'll still be effective. And it's also being sent to the world. Okay, without further ado, let me go grab another stone because I forgot to bring this one. I'm going to go light, and so let me grab it real quick. Okay. So, there's this stone that I was talking about earlier where it's got this spiral, cosmic spiral, that I will be talking about in another video. I am going to also be doing a banishing ritual for people. So, what banishing is basically banishing anything you don't want in your life or any energies you don't want. Okay. Uh, money grow on tree. Okay, so trade two for this one. I like this one. I always tend to use this one for some reason in for my lawn work. To the tree that extends to all my life, to all my energy, individual and co-creative realities. I banish anything that does not meet or match my highest vibrational good. I banish it. I get rid of it. I cut it. I cut the cords that bind it to me, remove it from my energetic, individual, and co created realities. Let only love, unconditional love, to fortune, good fortune, to money, to um, knowledge, wisdom, let everything that is not affecting me right now in my highest vibrational good be cast out. I'm grounding in the energy of the reality we wish to have, and that is to have more of a generous flow of monetary wealth and great abundance, and that is prosperous for our lives. I'm also grounding in the energies through the trees the energy of unconditional love, self-healing, and self-acceptance, the value of self, as well as if those who are looking for true love as well this time. By the 7 laws of creation, from the root chakra to generate the energy, to the sacral chakra to raise it upon the polarity, to have a cause and effect on the lower vibrational energy that will be in rhythm and vibration from the heart chakra and the throat chakra of the energy that I wish to bring into my life that corresponds to what I have in my mind. For me, I'd like to create more customers to come my way for spiritual guidance, to having more of a well-known business, to having more customers. I just want to help more people. Let there be more customers as well, more monetary flow for me as well. Um, More peace and harmony in life with my friends and those who I consider family, as well as healing and letting go of anything that doesn't serve me at this time. I banish with the 5 elements air, water, earth, and fire, and ether, the energy of lower vibrations. I hope that helps you as far as banishing wise. I'm setting the intention to set whatever I have done for myself. Let it be done for other people who need this in their lives. Let just a general banishing of anything that doesn't serve them or their higher purpose. I hope that has helped you guys. And now on to the money part. Oh, okay. So I'd like to use when I do this kind of rituals, I tend to use the 4 pillars of reality, which is expressing in the mind what I wish to create. Then I do the experimentation, which is made of the physical experiences that match the expression that I'm asking to physically experiment with physical experiences. And then I integrate it as well as transcend what doesn't match the expression. Okay. And then I also use the 7 laws of creation, which the root chakra is the first law, generation, which is to generate energy. Then there's the sacral chakra, which is on the polarity, which you um, wish to polarize your energy to. Then there's the solar plexus, which is the cause and effect, to the heart chakra, which is the rhythm, and then into the throat chakra, which is the vibration. Then into the third eye chakra, which is correspondence to what you have in the crown chakra, which is of the mind. And then I bring them all together like a snake going up and then going down again into like a very powerful knot. And then I just do like this, up, down, and then imagine a box going like this, and then up as well, then down below me as well, and then from side to side. But I tend to use those to help with this ritual because it helped. I found it very useful, in fact. So here goes nothing. So, with the intention of this ritual, we are hoping to express a more consistent flow of monetary wealth and great abundance that is prosperous in our lives. We are wishing to express that. As we are expressing what we're wishing to express, let us have the physical experimentation with physical experiences that will help us integrate what we are wishing to express through the physical experiences of the experimentation. And we're going to transcend the reality that is on the basis of not having enough money, to not having it be in abundance, to not having it very prosperous. Let us cast that out, get rid of that, and let us hope that helps you guys. And now, with the 7 laws of creation, let us generate the energy of monetary wealth in great abundance that is prosperous on the polarity of the frequency that generates wealth. I'm getting also the number 777 in my head. That's important. And we're going to have a physical cause and effect on the rhythm and vibration that corresponds to what we have in mind. And let this not only be expressed throughout time, but also through space. So that way we can express this more fully. Okay, and I hope that was helpful to some people. And what I'm going to do is amplify what I have done. Ranja Naba Kalawutushia Mewutosheya Kandishi Awotoshoya Me Kalushua Rutumianas. And I'm going to move this over to the side. Just going to take off all these crystals, put that back over there, take off all these crystals here. Just put these over there. Okay. Was hopeful. Please give feedback and what I'm trying to. Was this helpful? Please give any feedback as well as anything you'd like for me to discuss in my next video. I wonder who's here. So, if there's no one here, I'm gonna do a collective reading, and I will be doing with these cards I borrowed from a friend of mine. So they're not mine, but I will get my own personal set, and I will be using the Deviant Moon Tarot deck as well to see what comes through for the collective. So, what does the collective need to know at this time? What is the collective? Okay, we got 3 cards. Oh, actually 4 cards. Just want to make sure we got 4 cards, which is interesting because we were just using the energy of the 4 pillars of reality. So I'm told to read this as I would with the 4 pillars of reality. Where's the pamphlet? I gotta find the pamphlet. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we got the star card in reverse. So this is something that we have expressed. And I'm feeling they showed me the word transcend. So maybe this is something to do with what we're yes. Transcending. Okay, so we're transcending the energy of doubting one's ability and stagnant creativity. So that is something we are transcending. But then there's also the Emperor card, which is in upright position. So this is what we are expressing. The Emperor, excuse me. I don't know why I said Emperor. It says strong female figure, fertility, and maternal. So whatever we're doing, it's very fertile right now. What we're expressing is very fertile. But then with the 5 of Pentacles being in reverse, this is what we're going to be physically experiencing. So with it being in reversed, it says the words improved outlook, better times, and new employment. And then what we're integrating is the how many cups is this? I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of cups in reverse. And this is what we'll be integrating. I'm getting that. Oh no, let me read this first. Seeing things through, perseverance, and taking a risk. What I'm getting here, though, what it seems like the energy is like we're releasing any doubt when it comes to money. Like, say for example, if you have doubted that you're not going to get the money you need or want to have. What this ritual has done is basically help shift you into expressing more of self-confidence, and you're transcending the doubts that you have about money. Then with the Emperor card, it's making what we are expressing more fertile, which you want more money. That's good. And then what it looks like is that we're seeing things through and we're having a very improved outlook when it comes to money. So I'm very glad this has worked for us. I mean, all the cards seem to be very well put together. And then we have the Hierophant card, which is that one popped out twice. So I'm going to read it. It is upright, which is divine inspiration, mercy, control over spiritual needs, and conformity. So that's a good thing. That's a good sign. So I will be using the Ascension cards. I need to get me one of these because my friend has let me borrow these. But the cards and the energy that comes off these cards is so amazing. I have to get me some of these. So that's like one of the cards I want to get. I want to get these cards first before I even get the Star Seed, or if I can, I'm going to get both really cheap. So, what is it that we need to know at this time? And then instantly, the card that kind of flipped over was Archangel Metatron's retreat. So Archangel Metatron's retreat is above the Temple of Luxor in Egypt, where he holds the ascension energy for the world. He maintains this energy by bringing forth spiritual discipline. He suggests you commit to a spiritual practice if you do not already have one, as Luxor is the spiritual throat chakra on Earth. As it ascends, people will communicate higher wisdom, link telepathically with all life forms. You are asked to send love and wisdom to all sentient beings. It says that you're invited to go to his retreat in your sleep, and accelerate your spiritual growth. So the affirmation it says you could use is, I am visiting Metatron's retreat in my sleep tonight. I'm being shown the Merkaba, and you can use the Merkaba if you want to meditate with it consciously. You can use the Merkaba. What is it that we need to work on right now? Let's ask that. What is it that we need to work on? What is it that we need to work on? What is it that we need to work on right now? What is it that we need to work on at this time? What is it that we need to work on? Please give us an answer. Saying they're telling me to use the Starseed deck. Okay, so I'm going to use the Starseed deck. I mean, there is a book that goes along with this, but I never bothered to read the books because I tend to have an easier time reading the cards without a book. It's just how my energy works. I mean, yes, there's a reading based on the understanding of them and those who have made the cards, but I don't feel like it's always good to just base your reading off the book itself. I feel like it kind of lowers the benefits. So, what is it that the collective needs to focus on? What is it that the collective needs to focus on right now? What is it that the collective needs to focus on? Okay. Well, the perspective card came out. I'm getting this card for some reason. New Earth and a card came out. Would like one more card on what we should focus on, and we got the 7 Star Sisters. So we're focusing on perspective, New Earth energy, and then also the 7 Star Sisters, which says birthing, creation, tapestry of life expression. New Earth says it's happening, keep holding the vision. Perspective, none of this matters, zoom out and common ground. But I'm getting the feeling of changing perspectives. And with that, with you changing perspectives, they also want you to hold in the vision that you want for your life and keep working towards it, keep physically doing things that will not only do meditation and manifestation rituals, but do also physical to help you birth the creations in your life that you want to express. So what we are expressing, hey, we just finished the money ritual, and I'm just doing a few cards for the collective. Please feel free to rewatch the video from the beginning to end in order to see the whole the whole reading for the collective, and then I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Isis Oracle deck. And what does the Egyptian deities have to tell us? Let's see. I'm also going to get, what I plan to do is get these Ascension. I'm only borrowing these, but these are so good that I'm going to get these. These are like perfect deck that I've been looking for as far as wanting to know more about the Ascended Masters and stuff. So what does the collective, what is the current energy in the collective right now? What is the current energy? Let's ask that. What is the current energy of the collective at this time? What is the current energy of the collective at this time? Here's that energy. I'm told to keep that. We want 2 more cards. It keeps on jumping. I'm gonna put this down because that one definitely wanted to jump out. Okay, and what more? Well, you got the Queen of Heavens. We have that. Okay, whatever. So we got 5 cards. So we got the Pillar of Light, the Pyramid of Light, Psychic Protection, the Queen of the Heavens. We have the Brother in the Darkness and the Divine Destiny. What I'm getting here from these cards is that we are building pillars of light in our lives. Oh, well, you and I can talk later. You have me on Facebook. But what I'm getting here is that what we are doing is bringing in a lot of light, and in that sense, I'm meaning enlightenment, and we're becoming more in authority to ourselves because when it comes to the Queen of the Heavens, it talks about authority, but also from an energy. So we are definitely healing a lot of the um. There's like the masculine energy here with the brother in the darkness here, but we're healing the scars of the dominancy of, shall we say, masculine energy. Um, I'm seeing they're showing me images of like the witch trials. That was a show of dominance because they feared the wisdom of women. The things like slavery. So we're healing things that have been done in the past to us. Whether it be it seems to me that these are generational scars that are healing right now, and that's why there's the brother in the darkness in reversed. With the divine destiny in reverse as well, to me it talks where it talks about is the divine warrior. So it's something that we weren't. It's like we're doing it on our own. We're making the conscious choice to do this. It's not something that was destined, but we are doing the work and the effort to basically get rid of all misconceptions, to get rid of certain energies or social programmings, to detoxing the mind, body, or the spirit. You're just doing your part to help with the energy to basically bring awareness and enlightenment. So that's what I'm getting from these cards. I'm going to put these away. And that will be all for tonight, I believe. Well, let's get a card from the fairy deck and the angel deck. Let's see what kind of card comes out for the. Well, we got 3 cards, which is actually I'm going to shuffle these. I'm told to shuffle them. Shuffle. It's like when I'm supercharged with energy, I find it very difficult to shuffle. Because I'm so charged with so much energy. And that usually happens after a ritual, which to me, that is like my sign. Okay, this spell has worked. It says, open your heart to love, the beginning of new intimate relationships, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening or psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. For some reason, when I was reading this card, I was getting your energy, Miriam. So if this card has helped you with some questions, I'm going to read it again. It says here, it's the Ace of Summer. It's called the Ace of Summer. And it says, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new relationship, an intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. 2. Okay. What does the collective need to know? It's just that these cards are super big. That's the one. Okay. So we got the wheel, a time of positive change, and it has the energy of Archangel Michael. A situation suddenly moves forward, fortune is on your side, but we have these energies as well, the King of Fire and the Three of Earth, which is motivational for the King of Fire. It's called motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, 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 communicate with vision, and be a leader. advice from someone creative, as well as the Three of Earth, power of creativity, a recognition for very high quality work, and be a team leader. It's interesting. So that's what we got for the collective. So with that, I am going to turn this live off, and I will be tomorrow is Sunday. Like I've said, guys, I normally do lives Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I felt like I should come on live tonight because I thought it was important. I was really drawn to do this. I don't normally come on Saturdays or Sundays. Tomorrow, I plan to do a energy activation on Sunday. Whenever I wake up and get ready and get dressed, I do work Sunday as a street vendor, but I'm being drawn to do an energy activation, so I don't know what's going to come through, as well as a little reading, which is the reading consists of knowledge of different herbal remedies that we can do to try to stay healthy. And it's actually backed up by actual physicians and scientists and stuff like that. So, without further ado, I am shutting off this live. Please feel free to watch this over again if you have missed anything. And just be sure to, after the money ritual, there is with the Deviant Moon deck. That one is very important because it talks a lot about the energy that has shifted and what is changing for the as far as monetarily wise. And then there was just a collective reading after that. So please feel free to watch that if you want to know what cards came up for the money ritual, and then also for the collective as well. Anyway, much love. Bye.